Subscribe, hype, like, click the notification bell and turn on all notifications. And donate with a super thanks donation in the comments section below for the unfiltered, unapologetic SeanzViewEnt, your home for WWE news, rumors, and backstage chaos. This is where gossip gets exposed around the clock. Now, here's your host, the brash SeanzViewEnt.
WWE Monday Night Raw last night on Netflix, which was May the 18th, but we're here to talk about today, May the 19th. May 19th. Wait a minute. May 19th. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, if the lights go out, if you hear the music of Kane, we all remember what happened on May the 19th. See no evil, the big red machine. For those of you that have been following WWE, especially through the Ruthless Aggression era, you will know what I mean by May 19th and the significance of that date. Good God Almighty, if Kane comes along and tombstones me or gives me a choke slam, or hell, even if we see a second Kane, just don't say out loud, do not say the date, May the 19th. I might be in trouble for that one, guys. I might have to be looking over my back, over my shoulder. I might have to have two eyes behind my head. But that's not what this is about, even though it is May the 19th. All right, guys. I just got tombstoned and chokeslammed right out of my boots, but I'm here. Danhausen resurrected me. Danhausen brought me back to life. Danhausen brought me back to where I needed to be. Guys, I want your review of last night's Monday Night Raw. The return of Brock Lesnar. Here comes the pain. You can say what you want about the WWE, but I'll tell you what right now, no fan, no insider, no dirt sheet, no newsletter could have predicted what happened last night. The shocking developments, the shocking return of Brock Lesnar to the red brand of Raw last night on Netflix. Absolutely obliterating, decimating, dominating Oba Femi with multiple F5s, ladies and gentlemen. Multiple F5s by Brock Lesnar. We thought he was gone. We thought he went off into the sunset. We thought Brock Lesnar was retired. But it would appear as if Brock Lesnar is just getting started. I want your review of last night's Monday Night Raw. The match of the night. The moment of the night. 1 out of 10. What would you rate? What would you give Raw? Was it sunny? Was it cloudy? Was it a tornado? Was it treacherous? Was it on the edge of your seat? In my estimation, remember, without you, there is no Sean view. Your view is the only view that matters on this particular very website on May the 19th. Oh, I stopped myself that time. I stopped myself from saying the date, guys. Fact of the matter is, I think this was one of the better Raws. I think it was a very improved Raw of the year. In my opinion, one of the Raws of the year. Have no fear. I am here for each and every one of you because I truly do believe in the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers. You can honestly say that Brock Lesnar not only obliterated Oba Femi with those F5s, but we have never seen Oba Femi in the way that he was last night. Oba Femi looked weak. He looked down. We have never seen Oba Femi in that way. And now, at WWE, in one of the biggest rematches of all time, WWE Clash in Italy, Brock Lesnar one-on-one with Oba Femi. And again, we got the now. Wait a minute, guys. This is why we do multiple videos a day, because we are now receiving word. The real reason Brock Lesnar returned, the real reason Brock Lesnar actually came back on Monday Night Raw last night to attack Oba Femi is because this is actually going to turn into, and of course, plans can change. This could turn into a 3-match series, the rubber match. Obviously, Oba Femi, Brock Lesnar, Clash in Italy. This would be the second match out of the 3. And with the rubber match happening at WWE SummerSlam. Or it could be Gunther that steps in to finally retire Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam in Minneapolis, Minnesota. That is one of the rumors and speculation going on right now because we all know Gunther is a career killer. And wouldn't it be thrilling to see Gunther and Brock Lesnar go 1-on-1? 1-on-1. However, I just cannot see Brock Lesnar giving up or tapping out. But then again, I couldn't picture John Cena tapping out, but that is exactly what the world saw during the retirement of John Cena. Now remember, for more videos like this, remember to subscribe, become a channel member, donate below to help out the channel. But ladies and gentlemen, were you shocked? Were you in awe? Were you amazed at the return of Brock Lesnar last night on Raw? Brock Lesnar has put the entire WWE on notice once again, and I am here to give you the real reason for his return again. It will be the rubber match, potentially at SummerSlam. Maybe it could be before SummerSlam. I don't know. But as Jim Ross would say, as good old JR would say, business has just picked up in a major, major way. But wait a minute, viewers. Hold on one second. We got more news and rumors. And again, this is why we do all news in real time. All news in real time. Hold on, guys. I'm hearing from... Hold on, viewers. I'm hearing from one of my insiders right now, and sometimes they're right and sometimes they're wrong. Just bear with me, guys. Just bear with me. All right, so now we are receiving word, guys, following Monday Night Raw, the eruption, because you could say that Brock Lesnar pretty much did kill Oba Femi last night. There was a death. All right, hold on, viewers. One more second here, guys. We are just bear with me. Just hold on. Just hold the phone. Hold on to your seats. Hold on to your seats, guys. So we are receiving word that AEW talent are pushing to sign Leon Slater as TNA deal nears its end. However, could Leon Slater end up in World Wrestling Entertainment, the WWE? Also, what did you think about the return of LA Knight? Ladies and gentlemen, conspicuous by his absence, it has been weeks since we have seen LA Knight on WWE television. Now, he may not have been competing. He may not have been in a wrestling match, but LA Knight was backstage on Raw last night. Some would say it was a meaningless segment, but it was a breath of fresh air to at least see LA Knight on our screens last night on Raw on Netflix. What did you think about the return of LA Knight? However, we're receiving word again. This is not confirmed. We are receiving word that LA Knight may not be wrestling, he may not be competing because he's injured. But we've heard of pay cuts. We've heard of nothing about pay raises. We all know the debacle. We all know the trouble. We all know the drama with TKO in the WWE. But yes, LA Knight is back on Raw. It remains to be seen when he will wrestle or return to in-ring action. Also, Paul Heyman has broke silence after the return of Brock Lesnar to WWE television. After the show ended, Heyman took to social media and reacted to Lesnar's return in the typical wise man fashion. Oh, did I forget to mention that Brock Lesnar decided to do something about Oba Femi? My apologies. It must have slipped my mind. Heyman's reaction immediately got fans talking online as WWE now appears fully committed to revisiting the Lesnar versus Oba Femi rivalry after their WrestleMania showdown. Instead of retirement talks surrounding Lesnar, WWE has now shifted directly into promoting another collision between the two of the company's most physically dominant stars. Lesnar's return alone completely changed the landscape around Monday Night Raw and the atmosphere. Backing the Beast Incarnate again, Paul Heyman, the road to Clash in Paris just got a lot more dangerous. However, remember Paul Heyman teased joining Oba Femi? Remember Paul Heyman wants Oba Femi in his corner, asked Oba Femi to think about it? Well, ladies and gentlemen, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters at this hour, at this time, we are receiving word that Paul Heyman could indeed join Oba Femi and turn on Brock Lesnar, thus making Oba Femi a heel, a bad guy in the WWE. That would be a swerve of swerves. Also, Rico recalls remarks from Vince McMahon prior to his release from the WWE. Brock Lesnar suffered a wardrobe malfunction. Another one. Lesnar's had many malfunctions. Lesnar suffered a wardrobe malfunction during his return to Raw last night, where his pants ripped once again. Because Brock Lesnar, yes, had another embarrassing, but you know what? You think that's going to bother Lesnar? You think that's going to tick Lesnar off? You think that's going to, bother or, tickle Lesnar? You think that's going to ruffle the feathers? You think there's going to be a little rattle? You think there's going to be a little shake with Brock Lesnar? Oh, hell no. Brock Lesnar is not easily shaken, although he was shaken at WrestleMania, and that is why Brock Lesnar is now back for revenge. Yeah, guys, I'll tell you what. It was an eventful night on Raw. LA Knight returned. Brock Lesnar returned. Seth Rollins defeated Austin Theory in the main event on Raw. The Vision attacked Rollins after the match. Again, there was matches. There was storylines. There was character development. We've seen a hell of a lot of things go down. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we learned about plenty of new matches made for Saturday night's main event. Because on Saturday nights, we're going to be raring for a fight. We're going to be spoiling for a fight on Saturday nights. But viewers, fans, and subscribers, I want you to all help out the channel, guys. Without you, there is no show and view. You guys can help fund the channel, donate to the channel, super sticker, super chat, super thanks donation, or donate with the links, buy me a coffee, PayPal, whatever way, Sean's View Entertainment. Thanks to viewers, because I am so lucky. I am so fortunate to have all of you by my side, because Sean of Entertainment will let you know that I come to you day in and day out, right, wrong, or indifferent, rumor, headline, speculation, gossip, whatever it may be. Sean of Entertainment is here to set the tone in all news, rumors, and headlines, because I am the brash and I am the brazen, and I am not looking like a goddamn raisin. I am just raising the bar by far right here on YouTube.com. Subscribe.